Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly an honor to be here today among passionate, lifelong learners and thinkers. Rewriting the script. Math learning deserves a script. Let's write it together in my topic. When you hear the word math, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? How many of you think math is difficult? For many, it's problem, tough, difficult, maybe even a sense of defeat. One of you can you tell me? Yes? Interesting. That's wonderful. Very few people say that. Yes? Fear. When I introduce myself to someone as a math faculty member, guess the common comment I get? It's they are not good at math and they are not a math person. How many of you can relate with this? How many of you believe that math follows a rigid script and that you are either good at it or you struggle? Today, I want to challenge that script because learning, whether in math or in life, isn't about fixed abilities. I am a math educator passionate about learning. I was a topper in my bachelor's degree, but I couldn't pursue my master's despite being selected due to financial constraints and my father's passing. Instead, I worked as a teacher in a local school to support my family and earned most of my qualifications through correspondence. This meant that the syllabus and reference materials were sent to me by post. I would self study and then sit for the exam at the designated exam centers. That's how I earned my postgraduate degrees. I also pursued some qualification online and am still pursuing few. I have always been a strong believer in the power of reading. It sharpens our thinking, enhances our focus, and deepens our understanding. When I was a kid, I read a little book called Letter to a Student. It costed just 3 rupees 50 paise at that time, but it taught me something really big. It showed me how to learn better, stay disciplined, and think in a positive way, right mindset. I often hear people say, I started hating math because of my terrible math teacher, as if they were just waiting for someone else to unlock the genius within them. It's a familiar narrative, blaming a teacher, a system, or circumstances for our struggles. But there's no point in blaming others. Stop the blame game. Take 100% ownership for your learning and life. Early in life, I understood one simple truth on which our happiness and freedom depends. Some things are within our control, like our attitude, our thinking, our decision to be happy, come whatever may. And some things are not, like others' opinion and our math teachers' teaching abilities. Once we accept this and learn to distinguish between what we can and cannot control, we gain both inner peace and outer effectiveness. The next important thing I want to address is the story we tell ourselves. Psychologists call this narrative identity. The label we place on ourselves, like, I am not good at math. Math is a difficult subject. Know it? Narrative identity, which the psychologists call, makers the label we place on ourselves. But what if we rewrote that script? Now let's be honest. Math learning is tough, sometimes frustrating too. But so is life. Remember the aha moment when you get the right answer? And two important skills we need to master: persistence and focus. In my teaching experience, I have noticed a pattern. The students who for career, I noticed a pattern. The students who thrived weren't necessarily the most naturally gifted. They were the ones who kept going, who pushed through frustration instead of giving up. And that's what I tell my students today. It's not about being the smartest, it's about being most determined. Every generation faces different challenges. When I was a student, the biggest struggle was a lack of resources. There was no single textbook covering the entire syllabus. We had to make notes from multiple reference books, spending hours in the library. When I started teaching in a college affiliated with Bangalore University, I saw my students facing the same issue for a newly introduced interdisciplinary subject, biotechnology. There wasn't a single resource covering the entire syllabus, which contains maths, statistics, and biotechnology. So, my colleague and I decided to write one. To our surprise, these books weren't just used in our university but used as a reference material across India. And that experience taught me something invaluable. If the right resource don't exist, create them. If the right path isn't there, build it. Today, the challenge is the opposite. Too many resources. Information is everywhere. Yet, students feel overwhelmed, unsure of which source to trust, which source to consult. Resources. The students are overwhelmed, they are clueless what to refer, how to go about, and unsure of which sources to trust. So, what's the solution? Being resourceful. Knowledge isn't just about access, it's how we understand, how we process, how we discern the information matter. Knowledge isn't just about access, it's about discernment, it's about filtering the noise, choosing wisely, and knowing how to apply what we learn. The important things which we need to have in order to be resourceful. In my career as a math faculty member, the most common question asked is, where am I going to use this? For starting a topic, where am I going to use this? Especially when students were grappling with abstract concept, but I firmly believe that math learning is about sharpening our pattern recognition, improving decision making, and cultivating rational thinking. Some of us may take longer to learn, but learning math is never impossible. It's like training a muscle, painful at first, but it gets stronger with practice. Remember the aha moment, the sense of accomplishment you felt when you arrive at the correct answer for the math problem? Also, learning is a single player game. Learn mathematics, read the script, the mathematics through persistence. Embrace the challenge. face the struggle head on and instead of avoiding it. Resourcefulness. Use knowledge wisely, not just gathering information, but by understanding and knowing how to use it. If you ask me how to learn math, learning is a single player game, just like life. You cannot learn swimming by just looking at the swimming pool. You had to pluck it, you had to make mistake, you had to learn. That's what I tell my students. So, what does this all mean? So, in order to learn mathematics, in order to rewrite the script of learning mathematics, we need to be thorough. What do I mean by that? First thing is persistence. Lead to the challenges. Don't avoid it. Then the second thing is resourcefulness. Don't just collect the information. Don't just have all the resources, but become resourceful. The third thing is take the ownership. Don't put the blame on others. Stop blaming and take the ownership. So let's rewrite the script because learning never stops and neither should be. Thank you.